The language behind video games, a unique lexicon of terms, skills, and socialization. Video games. They've been around for decades now and are getting more and more technologically advanced as time goes on. They've also become increasingly popular and culturally relevant in the 21st century as video game streaming has captivated widespread audiences. I've been playing video games all throughout my life. I used to have a Nintendo DS and Nintendo Wii in elementary school, and I grew up learning how to play on my brother's various consoles, including the Game Boy, GameCube, PSP, PS2, PS3, and Xbox. This is me and my siblings. There is a 5-year age gap between my older brother Steven and myself and my twin sister Jamie. My brother grew up with all boy cousins, and at times I think he secretly wanted little brothers. But being a good older brother, he wanted to teach me the hobbies that he was into. He taught me how to use certain consoles and how to play certain games. The first time I ever played Call of Duty was in middle school, and I would use my brother's Xbox, TV, and account to play. It was very fun, and I felt included when he would take the time to teach me and let me play with him. When you have a 5-year age gap, it can be hard to do activities together, but video games became a way for us to bond and share an interest. Nowadays, the three of us live apart, and my sister lives in a different state. We all have different jobs and schedules, but video games have become a way for us to catch up with each other while playing a game we all enjoy. When I purchased my own Xbox this past January, I realized how great of a tool video games can be for socialization and communicating with my siblings. It has been really fun to hop online with them these past few months. There is a unique and widespread lexicon for the world of video games. Every console has its own settings and controls, which one must learn and master in order to play effectively. In addition, each and every game has its own vocabulary, controls, and skills that must be learned in order to play efficiently. In the game Call of Duty, I've learned over the years what different modes and different items and settings mean. I first learned the game in middle school and got back into it again in college and just recently started playing it again. A video game franchise like Call of Duty releases a new game every year, so there are always new maps and new versions of the game to explore. My interest in video games has waxed and waned throughout my life, therefore affecting my proficiency over the years in the language of video games. But as I said, recently video games have been very important to me because they became a way for me to socialize with my siblings. Sometimes my brother's friends will play with us too, and I have gotten to know them better by communicating with them while we play a game. In addition, I will play a game sometimes with my boyfriend. It has become a fun new hobby for us to do together. We love outdoor hobbies like golf and tennis, but during the winter months, video games are something that we can do together when at home. When I first started to play video games with my boyfriend, he would say expressions that I didn't understand. I would jokingly say to him, "I know you're speaking English, but I don't understand what you mean." He has had to clarify the meanings of expressions with me many times, and I gradually learned what he meant when he said certain things. We usually play Call of Duty together, and these are some examples of various sayings that have come up. When someone says he is sweaty, they are talking about a player that is probably very good at the game but is trying too hard and therefore overzealous. It's a derogatory term. He's a bullet or he's cracked means that the player's armor is damaged and one more bullet would probably kill them. This one's usually used for Call of Duty Warzone. Some other expressions I've learned over the years include camping, which means a strategy where a player stays in one location, usually hiding in a corner waiting to ambush people. Multiplayer players really look down upon campers. GG means good game. GLHF means good luck, have fun. Grinding means that you spend your whole night and or weekend playing a game in order to improve rapidly. Noob is a derogatory term used to refer to a player that's new, inexperienced, or unskilled in a game. KD is your kill-death ratio. You want a high KD, which means that you have more kills than deaths. Kicking is when you boot someone from your multiplayer party. This is often a mean action against friends. And rage quit means that you're playing so bad or getting so angry that you abruptly abandon a game. I accept the fact that I will always have to learn new slang in the world of video games. I will also have to learn new games, new consoles, or rehash my previously learned skills for older games I've gotten rusty at. I know that video games will continue to wax and wane in my future, and so when I do go through periods of playing them a lot, I appreciate all of the positives that they bring to my life. I'm very thankful to have found a hobby that interests me, especially one that brings me closer to the most important people in my life.